Hey guys, welcome to the NFC North predictions. I hope you guys are ready for this. This one's going to be a really tough division, and there's going to be a couple of surprises, but nothing too crazy. But let's just get straight into it. All right, guys, starting with the Vikings, we have Vikings Giants. Now, both of these teams I'm not really high on, and I'll just get it out of the way straight away. The Vikings are not great. Um, I thought they had a chance to surprise people, but then they got really injured, and I don't know how injured Jordan Addison is, but JJ McCarthy's out for the year, so I don't have really high hopes for them. But I say the same thing for the Giants, and seeing as I have Minnesota 0-6 from their previous videos that I had them that games were played with them, I'm gonna give it to the Vikings here. Niners Vikings again. I just can't in my right mind give it to the Vikings, even though they did win last year. But I think their team was better last year with what they had and what they currently have with injuries. And the Niners are still the Niners. We'll see how everything goes with their whole situation. But yeah. Like, actually, no. You know what? Upset. Biggest upset of the year I'm going to have. Early season Niners, they have a bunch of contract issues with Trent Williams and Ayuk. And I could see them being upset. And I think Vikings would be the perfect team. And people see, oh, they're 2-0, expecting a lot, and then here's their downfall, basically. So I'm gonna give it to Giants here. I gave it to the Texans, Giants, Jets. I mean, every team besides the Giants they played so far is better than them. They're not gonna beat all those games, I don't think. And they just have so many question marks. But Packers have more security at quarterback finally, and Jets are a question mark, but I gave it to them because they're just better team, better defense, great running backs, or at least Brees Hall, and they have some solid wide receivers in Garrett Wilson and Mike Williams as well. As for Lions, Vikings, again, I'm gonna give it to the Lions. Um, I can see the Lions um, going all the way in the NFC, and we'll get to them after this. But it's a divisional game, but again, Lions are better. That's pretty simple. Um, Rams, Vikings, I'm going to give it to the Rams. Rams again. I'm a little concerned that Sean McVay said that Kyron Williams is going to be a punt returner. So that's a pretty big question mark, but they have a lot of talented people offensively. They did lose Aaron Donald, so I'm not sure about their defense, but they're better than the Vikings. Colts. Colts are better. Still have question marks, but I mean, I could see the Vikings winning this game possibly. We'll see. Same with all these AFC South games. I just happened to give it to them over the Vikings. But honestly, the Vikings, any given day, they can beat one of these three teams because they're not spectacular or anything. Vikings, Bears, I'm going to give the split with those two. I think that's pretty fair. Um, Vikings tend to do that a lot. So, yeah, that seems fair. I'm also going to give them a split against the Packers because I feel like that happens every year. And the thing is, though, well, Dalvin Cook used to destroy the Packers, but now the Vikings do have Aaron Jones, so we'll see how that goes. But yeah, Cardinals, Vikings. I'm gonna give it to Cards. I think they're better, and I realize I have the Cardinals 5-2, so we'll see how that goes. Um, Vikings, Seahawks. I'm gonna give it to the Hawks. Not that big on the Hawks this year, but we'll see. And then Vikings, Lions. I'm gonna give the Lions the sweep. All right, Bears. Bears are very difficult to predict because they have a really new team offensively. But you guys will see how I do this. So I have them 5-3 already. Um, they do have a pretty easy schedule, I will say. So it's gonna be It's gonna be hard for them though. So let's start from the bottom because I see they have a little bit harder games. Honestly, I'm going to give the Packers both games against them because it happens every year, and until I see differently, I'm not going to switch that. And I'm also going to give them the split against the Lions because they seem to do pretty well against the Lions, but the Lions are just really good now, so I can still see them splitting, but not necessarily winning. Um, I'll have them, uh, yeah, they'll beat LA. I'm gonna have once again the upset of the Commanders. If you guys see on my other video, you'll see that had the Commanders at a pretty good record or so far, but I said I was gonna have them be a sleeper team I have to make it into the playoffs, and hopefully it shakes out like that while I'm still filling out the schedule, but we'll see how it all shakes out. Bears Cardinals, we give it to Bears again. I think the Bears are better. And then here we got well, we got Bears Niners. Sorry, the Niners. I do have them 7-1, but yeah, we'll see. I think Bears fashion. Until I see differently, I will continue to put them. I'll give them this. I'll give them a winning record. But until I see different, no, I won't. I'm going to have them lose the game against. Hmm. It's tough. We'll have them lose the Rams game. I until I see them actually do it, I'm not gonna give them a good record. I mean, 8-9 is like not horrible, but like until they actually prove it, I can't do it in good mind. But yeah, Packers. Okay, Packers. I currently have them at 7-3, so they're looking good here. I'm gonna have them get swept by the Lions though, which is gonna probably determine the division. But going from that 7-5, Eagles. Packers, I don't like the Eagles, so I'm gonna give it to them. I must have to say that the Packers go start the season 4-0, which is pretty good, obviously. I'm gonna say they get their revenge against the Niners. Um, lose the Lions, getting swept. I'm gonna hmm, give the Seahawks one. You know, this is a rematch of those good days with Russell Wilson versus Aaron Rodgers in the playoffs, especially that comeback the Seahawks had, which should be cool. But yeah, from the top, Packers, Rams. I mean, hmm, we only have 2 games left already. I don't know how big I am. I'm gonna give it to Packers, and then you know what? No, let's do let's do that. 10-7. Do I think they can be better than that? Of course, absolutely. I think they can win this game or win um Saints game I had. They can beat the Vikings twice, but it's just how the divisions go. I have it going like that. So 10-7, pretty good. They'll definitely get in the playoffs with that one. Probably like a 5 or 6 seed. But let's get into the Lions. Lions Rams going to Lions. Playoff rematch week 1. I believe that's a playoff rematch. But yeah. Bucks Lions. Lions winning. Lions. This will be a good game too though. I think this is also a playoff game as well. I'm not sure. Lions Cardinals. Give it to Lions. Lions Seahawks. Give it to Lions. I'll give the loss to the Cowboys. And then I'm going to say we get so beat the Vikings, beat the Titans, beat the Packers, lose the Texans, beat the Jags, lose the Colts, beat the Bears and Packers, lose the Bills, lose the Bears, and then it's a rematch game. Let's give it to them. Screw it. 12-5 for the Lions. And after the first 2 divisions, that puts them at the the 1 seed, but we'll see how it shakes out. So we got Lions at 12-5, Packers 10-7, Bears 8-9, and Vikings 4-13. So yeah. Alright guys, thank you guys for watching the NFC North predictions. This one was pretty tough, and I'm sorry for you Bears fans that you thought maybe I'd rank them better, but I definitely think you guys are capable, but until I see it, I'm not going to predict it. And as for the other two teams at the top, I could see them going either way. You never know. The Lions are definitely the better team, but you never know with the Packers. And then Vikings, no. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. I'm excited for the next prediction video will be the NFC East. And it's going to be a close one with a few teams and a surprise one thrown in there. So get ready for that. And I will see you in the next one. Goodbye, guys.